right. It looks like we did it. Okay. We got all the formats going here. And the background. What you're currently watching here is... Oh, hi, Des. How are you? Good to see you. And you're on Twitch. So we are going to be doing some quotes. We're going to be doing some shoutouts. We're going to be doing some NFL highlights from last night. Good to see you as well, Des. Very much so. Thank you. Now, I'm trying to get it to work on my Facebook here, but I've had problems recently. So we'll have to see. I'll check it in a minute. It keeps wanting to go private, and yet I want it to go public. No, it's not doing it. All right, let's check out the tweet deck right now, and I can show you on the screen what that's all about. So last night, the Buffalo Bills won, and many people thought they wouldn't. You're drinking coffee, are you? Well, so am I. Here's the coffee cup today. Be happy. What's your coffee cup today? Yes. How long have you been on Twitch? Are you enjoying Twitch? I'm finding a lot of the Haps people are on Haps now in the form of only Twitter. And guess what? Twitch. It's sad. Many people love the format of Haps, but it's come and gone. This new format, though, that you're seeing here with Restream is incredibly similar. Alright, so for those who don't know what Restream is, you can multi-stream up to 5 streams, which is very similar to many programs. You can also have a corporate as well. And I think they also pay you if you advertise certain products, which I just noticed in my feed. I'm going to have to figure that out. But what I love about it is you can share other websites in your broadcast as you're doing stuff here. So let's have a look here. Let's click this. Let's get rid of the overlay. And we'll go to chat. Click that, and then we get the full screen back. Anybody know what movie this is right here? This is one of my all-time favorite movies, actually. Can you name that? Should be fairly easy. Yeah. If you look here, the youngest member of these 3 people is no longer with us. That sometimes happens. Alright, if we can have a quick look here. Let's look together. And we will also check out the NFL from last night, the stats. What's nice too is it's powerful enough that you can do it on the fly. So it doesn't matter what direction you're going in. Okay, so last night we had the Buccaneers playing against the Bills, and it was a great game. Very tight right till the end. It was one of those games too that you never knew who was going to win until, I would say, midpoint. You were thinking that Buffalo had it, and then with about, I would say, 2 minutes to go, Tampa Bay came roaring back. You can't ask more of a game than that, right? So what's interesting here is it's not showing the betting one. It's actually showing the NFL. That's interesting. Okay, so let's have a final here. So Baker Mayfield yesterday had 25 successful throws of 42 for 237 yards, and he had 2 TDs. This dish here in Good Vibes looks really good to me. How about you? Glad BB won. Oh, really? Are you a sports fan as well? Okay. You missed it. Okay. Well, not you can't see every game, right? Josh Allen was more to form than usual. He was scrambling last night. 31 successful attempts out of 40, which is great. And more of his normal numbers of 324, 2 TDs, and 1 interception. And it looks like Baker Mayfield had 0 interceptions, which is nice. All right. So as you can see, the first quarter was just a field goal by Tyler Bass and it was the 37-yard, and it was tight. I remember it barely made it in. We had a touchdown from Josh Allen at 11:03 in the second quarter. We had a field goal by Chase with the Buccaneers at 7:40. Another touchdown by Chris Godwin for the Buccaneers. It was a 3-yard TD, so that's not too bad. And then Dalton Kincaid, I believe this is his very first touchdown. It was 22 yards, and he was wide open. Crazy wide open. Then in the third quarter, very little activity except for Gabe Davis, who had a 4-yard TD pass from Josh Allen. And Tyler Bass extra point was good. The kicking this year has not been great for some reason. So, touchdown from Mike Evans for 24 yards, and it was a beautiful play. It bounced off somebody's helmet, and he still had the concentration to be able to do that. You know, those split second decisions. That's why they're professionals, right? So team stats, total yards for the Buccaneers was 302. And the Buffalo Bills was very impressive, 427. And it's been a while since they've had those kind of numbers. It's nice to see. Passing yards was 224 for Baker Mayfield, and Josh Allen had 312. Rushing yards was 78 for the Buccaneers and 115 for the Buffalo Bills. Average yards per play, 4.9 for the Buccaneers and 6.3 for the Bills. Now, here's what usually happens that I've noticed. The team that seems to have the greatest amount of time with the ball, which they call time of possession, 28:03 for the Buccaneers, 31:57. And it's funny because even if it's within 2 minutes, a lot of times the team that has the ball the most wins. They dictate the pace of the game. And a lot of defensive teams do that, which is awesome. But this year, you never know who's going to win. Teams that have only had a couple of wins are now beating teams that, are at the top of the standings, which is very rare. You don't usually see that, but that goes to show you the level of talent there is in the league. Okay, let's read this. It says, Fate plays its melody. Lead us along the curves of sonic sculpture. Shattered by chords, engulfing rhythm, plunges into the infinite cascade of time. As sun and moon enters the mountains, we dance, navigating and adapting through step forward and backward, moving moments of the present. And that was from Dream World 2222, which is a very spiritual number. Now, if you like quotes, you can check on my page on Good Vibes Only Crew, and you will find mostly uplifting quotes on there, and that's a great thing. X, which is formerly Twitter, is now kind of, I think, lost its way. Trying to hide from grief, one sinks into wilder, primitive versions of oneself. Daylight has shadows as companions, seizures by night, born submerged like a dragonfly, emerging from the murky waters before lifting to light to hover like a fable over the lotus petals. God, these are deep. It's funny. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna check one more thing here. I'm gonna try to make this one within the 10-minute limit here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. I don't think that's happening, considering we're at 11:39. All right. Let's have a quick look here. So if you want to present the comments on the screen, you just push on it, and then if you want to get rid of it, you just press the hide button, and it's just that simple, which makes the ease of it. And the great thing too is if you're on Twitch, or if you're on Twitter, or if you're on Facebook, it can be pretty seamless. I've had my share of problems with Facebook, though, I'll be honest. It's interesting for some reason. It's not making it easy for me. But you still get the video at the end, and people can look at it. And it doesn't cost anything. The format itself is free, so you can't really bitch, right? Okay. Jimmy, he's not perfect, but nobody is. He's done it all the right things to make it easy playing with him. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see if we can display that somehow. So I'm going to go to... Alright, let's have a look here. So we go to Facebook. We can share this. And I just have to click one more button. There is a few buttons to this, and there is a bit of a learning curve. So if you look here, and this is from the Sporting News, they had predicted that Buffalo would win. The next game that they have predicted here is the Cowboys will defeat the Rams. I think I picked the Rams. The Rams is probably the way to go. Unless you're a Cowboy fan, and you're... So we've got the Vikings and Green Bay. I also picked the Vikings. We have here the Falcons, and I agree. I think Tennessee will take that as well, that game. The Saints and the Colts, and I think the Colts are due to win. This is one game that everyone's excited about in New York. It's the Giants against the Jets. And for the first time this year, the Jets are actually favored to win. This game, of course, with the Dolphins against the Patriots, I can't see that being a challenge. We also have the Jaguars against the Steelers. Never underestimate the Steelers. The Steelers are a bit of a powerhouse. I wouldn't be shocked if they won. And if you look right here, we have Twitch with Randy W. Horton. We might as well send out a nice shout out to him on this Friday. We also have Philly, who has got the best record in the NFL right now against the Commanders. And I think the Commanders probably will give them a tough game, but I believe the Eagles will find a way to win. Oh, this is funny. There are so many groups that praise the 49ers, and it's great, but if you post anything that isn't remotely the 49ers, they're a little bit puzzled. I think that's a nice way of saying it. The Browns, don't underestimate them. They say that they'll beat the Seahawks. I disagree. The Seahawks, I think, has this. We're also looking at the Chiefs, and the Chiefs right now I think are the best team in the league. They weren't a couple weeks ago, but they've turned the corner, I believe. The Broncos played great last week. I think this will be a close game. The Ravens, I agree, will win that game against the Cardinals. Yeah. This next game is, I would love to see an upset. And right now, if you're going to beat the 49ers, I think a team that has the ability to do that is with Joe Burrows. And, you know, the Cincinnati Bengals are no shabby team. This next game is kind of strange. You've got the Bears and you got the Chargers. The Chargers seem to be their own worst enemy, but are stacked with talent. I would love to see them make the playoffs this year. I agree. Go with the Chargers. I would love to see the Bears win. I think it would only be their second win this year. And a lot of people anticipate the last game on this list to be a blowout, which is the Lions, who lost their last game, and they will be fierce for sure. The Raiders, though, it will be a tough game. Hello, Rex Moore. Good to see you, sir. All right, let me put my cup down here. So, you know, it's really difficult. Even the best predictors in the league are about 50%. So it goes to show you that it's not easy to predict who's going to win week to week. It just isn't. It's very difficult. All right, I'm going to quickly look here and see if this is finally connecting here. Oh, that's so funny. So according to this, it is. All right, so let's click here, and we have edit the audience. It says friends, so that's fine. I can put it public, and I'll save it. At least it's better than it was before. It was on private. And according to this, it's working, which is great. I don't know if it's stuck in La La Land there. I'm a little afraid to press it. I'm just going to leave it and see what happens. But I would love to leave a comment if that's possible. I wonder if I can do that on my phone. Let me look. But this is the only part of Restream that I've had an issue with. Is connecting with Facebook for some reason. But if you are on Facebook right now, leave me a comment of any sort. That would be great if you're able to, and then I'll know. I was able yesterday to do it, so, and it does make a difference. People do watch the shows, but they tend to enjoy them more when they're live. All right, so that's cool. Let's head here. We got some serious humming going on outside. Hopefully the music will drown that out. Yesterday we had as a guest Walt and Teddy. And for those who don't know who Walt and Teddy is, you should check them out. We're going to maybe do a show tomorrow with Walt. Teddy might be there as well. For those who don't know who Teddy is Walt's dog. So let's move this over a bit. Let's see what else we've got. But Walt has taken a bit of a sabbatical from broadcasting. And a lot of it is, I think, you know, when you got to a certain level with popularity, I would say, on Twitch, you tend to get a lot of trolling that goes on. And I think the trolling really started to get to him. And it wasn't like he was making crazy money doing it, you know? And I think that's the burnout part of it, is you're trying to do it to affect people in a positive way each and every day, as he does. And he was doing these 4-hour hikes, and so maybe tomorrow we'll be able to get him to talk about why he left, and maybe he'll come back, and that would be great. Because his fan base is insanely loyal to him. And I've heard many people say, you know, if there's any way that you can get him to come up and talk, that'd be great. So, but I think I've now known Walt 2 years, and he's always been a pretty steady and level-headed person, so can't go wrong. So you can't always believe what things are said about you, right? Which is sad that there is that element, but it comes with it. Has anybody been watching Undisputed, the new channel with Skip Bayless? Just looking at some of the news here. There is all kinds of turmoil, and I was shocked to hear about this with this gentleman right here. So, you know, the Colts, for some reason, and the Saints are always a very entertaining game, and that is going to be the game this week. Many people who have the fantasy teams are saying, listen, don't give up on Aaron Jones. Don't give up on Dak Prescott, who is probably the most judged person in football today. Kyle Pitts has been playing well, as it mentions here, as you can see. But there's all kinds of drama within that team for some reason this year, and yet many of the people who had left their team to go to that team were very excited at the beginning of the year. So I'm hoping things will get more sorted out on certain teams. I think hands down one of the best teams to watch this year is the Ravens. It's getting incredibly loud in the background here. So hopefully that isn't humming too bad because we have the music on. The great thing with the music, if you use the music, there's several flavors. And you've got future pop, ambient, chill hop, lo-fi, hip hop, lounge, down tempo, and chill. Now with every game that is played on Thursday nights, it is free on Amazon, right? So if you have an Amazon Prime subscription in the States, you can watch it. But if you are in Canada, it doesn't apply to Canada. There must be some company, probably Rogers or Bell, that is saying no way. I miss the days when a lot of the games were free, but football is such a huge generator of revenue for these teams. So, and they have so many multiple streams of how they make the money. All right, let's see if we can play a tune here. Let's give this a whirl and see how that goes, and then maybe I can check on. So I got the background music. Let's put that on pause. That was simple. And then we will go to should we go to local video? Let's go to local video. Try something different. And we will play Chris here. And let's give Chris some airtime today. I haven't seen Chris for a while, so maybe I'll link this to him. But I used to play this, I would say twice a week before.
Me when the sun goes down, we got to get away from this town. Let's leave it all behind so I can finally make you mine. He doesn't love you like I do, the way you tear my heart in two. Can't get you out of my head and all the crazy things you said. No, till the stars go dim, my love will always win. The way you make Just wanna touch your skin until the stars go dim. I know that this will last forever, 'cause we were meant to be together. The way you stare into my soul, the way I hold you when you're cold. You run your fingers through my hair and say you'll follow me anywhere. Let's open up that old champagne, go and dance out in the rain. No, it's true, I'll be with you until the stars go dim. My love will always win. The way you make my head spin, I just wanna touch your skin until the stars go dim. Until the stars go dim, my love will always win. The way you make my head spin, I just wanna touch your skin until the stars go dim. My love will always win. The way you make my head spin, I just wanna touch your skin till the stars go dim.
Until the stars go dim. That's a goodie. We used to play that all the time. That was a non-stop repeat play, usually in the morning. And, that was part of us supporting each other. And the musicians sometimes would come up and we would spend some time with them as well. The great thing on here, too, is if you're playing stuff that's older, there's a good chance that you're not going to get a strike or a warning, anything that's from the early 60s or anything that is 60 years older. And if you play anything, I would say between 1945 and 1961, you probably are not going to have any copyright infringement, because there just isn't anything in place. And I think a lot of stuff is forgived after 70 years. Doesn't matter what it is. It becomes public domain. I read about it a while ago, especially in the States. I think it depends on the country you live in. But if you're a person who broadcasts, the other thing is too, if you like music in the background and it keeps you calm, you can play, the copyright free music that is supplied here in Restream. And there's a lot of channels now that are doing quite well supplying music. I like playing the originals. I really love helping the artist, and I think we have to help each other. I think that's the key on these formats, because we're all part of a community together. So let's look here and see what we have down memory lane here. We've got funky stuff here. Let's see if we can find something unique that we haven't played for a while. Oh wow, yeah, this is pretty cool. This is a mixture of like Rick James, I'm looking at here, Ronnie Hudson, the SOS Band, Schoolboys, Slave, SSOS, SOS Band. I used to love them back in the day. Fanatics. Hey Mister, Take a Shot. Heaters. Microfunk. Interesting. Let's see what the Heaters is. I think I remember this. This is old. This is really old. This is an old 45 that we're seeing here. I forgot I had this. Alright, that was Microfunk. That's interesting. That's an oldie but a goodie. I'm trying to guess that one. I'm thinking that might even be the 70s, that one there. But it's hard to know. I'd have to look it up. That's definitely an independent record of sorts. So, let's have a look in the files again here and see what we can find. Go back down memory lane. And the great thing is too is if you have like a hard drive that you look into, you can check and see. So I have a folder here, and it's funny. It says old independent artist here from back in the day when I was doing it. Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, you know what? This would be good too. Let's do this. I promised I would play some of his stuff recently too. We're due. Everybody knows this next person. This is Chris Gales, and I talked to him briefly this week, so let's...
We doggy.
Don't be
Gotta rock till the rock. Bring it roll. If you don't try, baby, you will never know. Call me up in the middle of the night. Got something, baby, make you feel happy. Yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes. No, no.
Well, if you're lost and alone, don't worry, 'cause you're already home. And I know it's a long, long road, but we're ready to go. I found beauty in the balance in between all the highs and the lows. So as long as I can sing my song, then I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. For whatever gonna come my way, yes, I just give thanks, give thanks. All the struggles and the troubles and the sorrow, yeah, I just give thanks, give thanks. And don't worry about tomorrow, you're living today. Give thanks, you got to give thanks, yeah. It's all gonna be okay. We just give thanks, you know, we give thanks, yeah. Special shout out of love to our boy Stick Figure who wrote this song with us. We're thankful. I give thanks for this love that you're giving me. My love is like an ocean, it ain't got no worry. I'm sailing through the unknown on a forbidden sea. Well, I've been chasing the sun, but it's gone eventually. Waves get rough and I'm not giving up. This place, it is forsaken, your memories are sacred. Life gets tough, never stop looking up. Give thanks for this life, my soul. For whatever gonna come my way, yes, I just give thanks, give thanks. All the struggles and the troubles and the sorrow, yeah, I just give thanks, give thanks. And don't worry about tomorrow, you're living today. Give thanks, you got to give thanks, yeah. It's all gonna be okay. We just give thanks, you know, we give thanks, yeah. Oh. Yeah, give thanks, Sugar Shack. Love. One love. Vibes, vibes, vibes.
You can't go wrong with that. 3 artists in a row, all independent. I'll send you some of the links there if you guys are interested in it. But we always try to support the independent music makers here on the web. And if you have music you think would fit into this show, the vibe, feel free to send stuff to me. We've had that in the past where people have reached out and said, hey, can you play my song? So if I listen to it and I like it, I love Stick Figure. Okay. What is Stick Figure for someone who doesn't know? Is that an artist? Because I did listen to what he said. He said he had co-wrote that song. But that Gives Thanks song is a song I maybe played 50 times. And it's one of those ones I always like to end on the broadcast with, because it's a time to, kind of reflect on where the world is right now. And if you can have a heart full of gratitude, why not? Let's look at some of the notifications here today and see if we can do some shout outs as well. And you can see them on the screen here. Thank you, Julian. Appreciate that. And it's a lot of times the same people. Imagine having that snake in your wall. That would be a little scary, especially if that's real. But we're coming in very soon into Halloween, and that is a great time of the year for many people. A lot of people love to dress up. Oh yeah, there's Blaine. I haven't seen Blaine in a while either. He's on Twitch. He might be a good guest in the future as well. I'd like to say hello to Jimmy Starr. I also like to say hello to Carolyn Newsom. Thank you so much. Hello, Jackie at J Design 2022. She is constantly on the Twitter Spaces and runs a great weekly show. Here's another person who does podcast, Billy D's. And Jace Jacobs is a poet and a very kind soul. There he is right there. Highly recommend him if you can find his stuff. I believe he has a few books that are available on Amazon. He's all about the good vibes. Let's see what's... Oh, that's nice, eh? Look at that. That's definitely good vibes right there. We got somebody singing here. What's this here? Let's have a listen. That was good. I've never heard that before. I'll have to look that out. That was very good. And, you can find a lot of really good artists under the hashtag new music. And a lot of independent artists under that label as well. So I'm having a look here. It's been a while since I've looked at that. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Let's see what we can find down memory lane here for a second. All right, let's look here. All right, let's see if we can get this one going. So we'll go to local video. We'll go into Angels and see what we can find here. See what we got here. Oh wow, this is awesome. Let's do this one. Being who you are is the answer. I would agree. That's being your authentic self is not easy by any stretch of the imagination for most people. I think that might be a little big, the file, because it's not taking it. Maybe it'll take a moment. Have to wait a second for that to load, I guess. We are probably lost in limbo land here. So we are looking currently here at Bella Osborne. And I guess this is a playlist of different Christmas music. And there are a lot of people that love Christmas music. Right now, oh, here we go. We got a little movement going there. So, great quotes on Twitter. And we're looking at the Shout MGB. Let's see here. Let's see what we're doing here. I think I'm lost in limbo on the other screen. So I'm not too sure what I can do here. I think that's happened before. If the file's too big, it might do that. It might just get lost. So if I unplug this, will this help? Let's try that. Maybe plug it back in. See what happens here. Alright, so if we do exit, that helped. I'll have to remember to do that in the future. I got locked up there for a minute, and that can happen. Now, is my mouse working again? I don't see my mouse. Alright, so if I click this, I see myself still moving there, so that's a good sign. I'm not too sure. Okay, so if I unplug this, and plug it back in, we might be okay. Oh, we got movement on the other screen. That's really good. Alright. Now, I wonder if the battery is dead. Interesting. So what do? What can I do? I'm kind of lost in limbo here without being able to navigate it. So I guess I could get another mouse and come back. That would be the way to go. And we have movement here on great quotes. There's quite a bit going on there. Humble flow, no matter who you are or where you come from, the right to live your life as you choose is fundamental. And I would totally agree with that. We also are sending a shout out to Wise Connector. Now, can I move? No, I can't really move anything around that way either. I wonder if I pull this out. Oops. Put it back in. If that'll help me. Probably not. I don't like just powering it down. That's the last dish deal, because then it won't close properly, and I don't want that. So let's try this. Oh, I think we're rocking now. I think that idea worked. Yep. Okay, I have a mouse again. For some reason, it locked up the mouse. So you just learned something there. Pull the battery out. Put it back in. Most likely, there's some form of a glitch, but we did that together. And we figured it out. So let's see if we can effectively get this going again. And yeah, let's do this. We will play a tune by Laura Hope, which is my daughter, and this song is called The Sacrifice.
Darling, have you found yourself lost in a dream? Flying demons, ones that chase you in your sleep. road to nowhere, the only path laid at your feet leads back to me, leads you back to me. Not your angel, I'm the ghost you can't escape. Siren calling, pulling you into the lake, drowning your mind in a kiss you can't erase. Didn't anyone tell you that I bring you down? Show my soul to the darkness for the glimpse of love. Couldn't use my own, it's filled with ice. So I need your heart for the sacrifice. Blackthorned roses, wild where I will them sow. Poisoned ivy, crawling in your world of snow. Don't look my way, freezer dares to cast the stone. You're so stoned, yeah, you're so stoned. Rhyme it to yourself, falling down as you behold. Eyes of emerald, serpent gripping on your soul. Here's your last kiss, crimson ballerina cold. Didn't anyone tell you that I bring you down? Show my soul to the darkness for a glimpse of love. Couldn't use my own, it's filled with ice. So I need your heart for the sacrifice. Cold-hearted, cold-hearted, cold-hearted. So cold-hearted. Cold-hearted, cold-hearted, cold-hearted. So cold-hearted. Your love for me just comes and goes, like the tide rolls in as the moon gets low. You coming running back is all I've ever known, ever known, ever known. You flashed onto my energy, truly cared for me, or so it seemed. But I guess all you needed was a company. Didn't anyone tell you that I bring you down? Show my soul to the darkness for a crimson crown. Couldn't use my own, it's filled with ice. So I need your heart for the sacrifice.
This is Don't Hold Back by Chanson, a rare cut. Tell me if you remember it. Really, really solid bass line.
Don't hold back. party, party, party. Oh. Don't hold back if it feels good to it. Don't hold back. Don't hold back if it feels good. Don't hold back. If you wanna change your mind and it feels good to it, don't hold back. And if the music makes you move, stand up to the groove. Don't hold back.
Far away, cool blue beaches that you'll never see. Sweaty bodies, pretty people dancing around me. Your soul is cold, my heart is cold. Time to let you go. Can't talk now, I can't hear you. Feel so good knowing that I don't need you. Can't talk now, I can't hear your voice. I can still find on my phone that I told you to leave me alone. But you don't get it, you don't get it, do you? I want to break up, I want to break up. Your call is breaking up, I want to break up. I want to break up, break up, break up. I want to break up, break up, break up. Your call is breaking up, we're breaking up, we're breaking up. So remember, I want to break up. Fireworks light the sky as the music sways. Catch a blue pair of eyes, taking come my way. Drink so cold and letting go of all your control. Can't talk now, I can't hear you. Feel so good knowing that I don't need you. Can't talk now, I can't hear your voice. I can still find on my phone that I told you to leave me alone. But you don't get it, you don't get it, do you? I want to break up, I want to break up. Your call is breaking up, I want to break up. I want to break up, break up, break up. I want to break up, break up, break up. Your call is breaking up, we're breaking up, we're breaking up. So remember, I want to break up.
All right, that was Laura Hope. I won the breakup. We haven't played that one for a while. Hopefully that brings some memories back for you. Back in the day on Haps when we used to get that requested all the time. Thank you for being here today. We appreciate it. Should see you tomorrow. We try to broadcast each and every day. There may be, I think, another football roundup in the next couple of days with Tony D, Fireman Rich, and yes, Brian from Texas. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. If you can, subscribe. And there will be a donation button that we'll have maybe tomorrow. I noticed that we're able to do that now here on